So guys, it's happened. I've sold Tesla stock and I'm going to go through a few reasons why I sold it. Before I get onto that, I know some of you guys are going to understand why I sold it. Some of you guys will probably be saying, why have I sold it? But from my point of view, it was the right decision for me at the time. So I sold Tesla stock early Wednesday morning. The stock had this week it's been unbelievable how much it's gone up, and it got to the point for me where it was at the point to sell. It got a little bit too carried away and I was on a huge amount of profit. I was on 250% profit. So when it got to Wednesday morning, it was near $900. I thought, I'm going to have to sell this and take the profit off the table. And I'm going to clear it up right now. I'm still bullish on Tesla. Don't get me wrong. I really still like the company and I will try and get back into this company at some point, and I will try and do it at a cheaper valuation. I have noticed that since I've sold it, it has dropped down slightly a little bit more now to a bit more reasonable prices. To be honest with you, my reasonable price is something a little bit lower than what it still is right now. Somewhere around the $500 mark would be somewhere where I'm happy to get back into Tesla. After the strong Q3 and the strong Q4, I do believe that it deserved to go up quite a bit, maybe towards the $500 mark, but for when we're talking $900, that's where it was just a little bit too much for me, so I had to sell at that point. So I'm going to go through the reasons what went through my head. It was a difficult decision to decide on it, but this is why I did go and decide to sell Tesla. So the first thing is, why do we invest in the stock market? Why do we buy shares? Why do we buy stocks? The whole reason is because we're all in it to make money, guys. There's no doubt about it. The reason we do it is to invest and make money. Now, when I'm up 250%, and it was the most I've ever been up on a stock, and previously it was around about 140%. So 250% was absolutely crazy, and I normally at any time, any stock that's gone up this amount of much, even if I believe in such the future going forward, I'm in it to make money. And if someone offered me, a few months ago, 250% on any of my stocks, I'd have sold it. And even though I really like Tesla, 250% to me as an investor is profit I've got to take off the table. And like I say, hopefully going forward, I believe I might be able to get another entry point into this stock for me. So one of the big things is just making that money, because that's why I invest into stocks. My second point is that even though I really like Tesla, I believe it had gone into bubble mode. I feel like there was a lot of short covering, a lot of people get into the stock of the FOMO, the fear of missing out, and when that sort of happens, it got past a realistic valuation. Like I say, I do believe Tesla deserved to be up, after its amazing last two quarters. I've said that they were amazing quarters and they deserved to be up. But when we were getting past $500, I was like, right, it's a little bit overvalued now. And then this week, it's just been like a bubble effect. We look at stocks like Roku that went up absolutely huge and then it came down. We had Beyond Meat. Bubble effects came up way too much than what is valued. So much growth, but bubble effect came down. Bitcoin, same again. Bubble effect went up, came down. And I felt like Tesla had entered the bubble effect. And a few people had that FOMO effect going on, the short squeeze as well. And for me, it just got way overvalued. At some point, Tesla should be at them sort of prices, but not right now. Right now, a fair valuation, somewhere around $500. I'm fine with that. When it started to get to $900, it was just way too much for me. And so that was another reason why I had to go sell out of the stock. And the other reason is Q3, Q4, historically good quarters for Tesla. They always do really well in them kind of quarters. The next quarter, Q1, is normally the worst quarter for Tesla. As well as that, we've got the coronavirus. Now, you can't take that for guaranteed that that's going to go and affect Tesla going forward, but it could slightly have an impact in the Q1 quarter as well. And that, coupled with that it's historically the worst quarter for Tesla, I always said if I'm going to sell Tesla, it probably will between the gap of Q4 and Q1. So for me, I feel like this is a good quarter to go sell out of ahead of the Q1 quarter. And that's one of the other considerations that I took into future earnings right now with what's happened with Tesla after the amazing Q3 and Q4. So like I say, guys, at some point I do want to go get back in Tesla. There's no doubt about it. But for me, 250% profit with what I felt like was a bit of a bubble effect going on was just too much for me, guys. And as someone that is investing in stock, and you guys as well, to make money, for me, it was about taking that profit off the table now. And like I say, I hope to get back in, but 250% in like half a year was just absolutely insane, to be honest with you. Like I say, I'm sure some of you guys understand, some of you guys might not understand, But for me, I feel like that was the right decision overall. So I'm happy with the investment, and you know, you can never look back and go, what if this, what if that. As soon as you make a decision, you know, you back it up, you've made your money, that's it. You know, you can't carry on thinking about decisions. Move on to the next one. And like I say, I'll be buying other stocks as well. And like I say, Tesla's still on my list that I'd like to go buy, as long as it's at the right valuation. Just like any other company, I'd go buy any other company that's a good company at the right valuation. So hopefully Tesla does get back to that at some point, and I would not mind getting back into the stock, guys. But like I say, 250% profit, cannot complain one bit, and I've enjoyed the ride with Tesla. So I thought I'd update you, because I know a few guys have shares in Tesla as well, and just so you know what I'm doing, my positions as well, because I try to be transparent with the moves I make in the stock market. I thought I'd update you on that one as well, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you're doing with your Tesla shares, if you do have any. Give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.